We'll see. Maybe not. All right, guys. Hope you're doing well. Joe McCall here. I'm going to hit the record button. We're in Zoom. All right, what's going on? So this is a Zoom webinar where I am streaming to a bunch of people here live on Zoom, but I'm also sending it out on my YouTube and Facebook pages. And this was something that Tom Kroll and I wanted to do because we are doing a workshop coming up at the end of October, October 27th and 28th. And we're going to be teaching you how to start a coaching business, how to start and run a coaching business that helps people. Number one, is super ethical and above board, not like some scammy coaching business that actually delivers real results and helps people, where you can also make a lot of money. So notice the money was the last thing of the four things that I just gave you, because yes, you can make great money doing coaching in this business, but you get to help people. You get to help change people's lives. And I don't know anybody better at that than Tom Kroll. Now, Tom Kroll was supposed to be on this, but we had a miscommunication. So he thought it was at 2:00 Eastern. And so for some reason, I missed that, and we scheduled this for 11:00 Central. So Tom's not going to be here. So you're stuck with me. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to share with you some things on how to run and start and run and sell and fulfill a coaching business from my years and years of experience. And I've been doing this for a long time. And I taught Tom a lot of what he's done, but he has also taught me a lot as well. Tom, if you don't know Tom, he's got started, well, he's been in business for a long, long time, but he kind of got started in real estate a while ago, had a lot of success, and then started coaching people how to do real estate as well, and had a lot of success. And there's a lot of people out there doing coaching. Very few do it as well as what Tom has done. And so a lot of people have asked him over the years, hey, can you teach me and help me, show me how to run a coaching business like what you've done? Tom started a coaching business called Wholesaling Inc. And over a short period of years, really grew that rapidly. At one point, it was the largest wholesaling coaching business in the country, and it might still be, I don't know. But Tom moved on, started doing some other things, and started a new business called Coaching Inc. I've been kind of doing real estate full-time since 2009. Fast forward a couple of years, a lot of people started asking me, hey, can you come and speak at our local real estate club and teach people how to do what you're doing? And at the time, I was flipping lease options. So I was doing what I called wholesaling lease options. And I was teaching a very specific, unique strategy, technique, niche on how to get a property under contract, a house under contract, to lease option, and then sell that lease option to somebody else. So because it was niched, I was able to get invited to speak at a lot of RIAs, they're called real estate investment clubs, workshops and boot camps from other people that were kind of my competitors. But because I was selling something so niched, I was getting invited to speak and help and train, even though there was somebody else already there that kind of has done what I was teaching. Does that make sense? So I started, for example, Wendy Patton, who at the time was kind of the main guru teaching and selling lease options. But she started inviting me to her seminars and boot camps and events to teach and also to sell my course. So I started a little course. And I started selling it for, I think, $400 or $500. And it was a simple course on how to do wholesaling lease options. That's what I called it, wholesaling lease options. And I also started Sean McCloskey, who's a friend and a coach and a mentor. Also at the times, he had a course called Short Sale Wealth, I believe. And he was having a lot of success. And so he started helping me, taught me how to create an info product, a course, and how to sell it. And I started selling live in front of audiences at first. And so I was doing a lot of traveling. I fell in love with it because it was fun to teach. I've always had this itch to teach. I enjoy teaching. And I loved having making an impact in people's lives. I mean, honestly, it sounds kind of cliche and cheesy, but I started getting testimonials from students that were doing deals and making money from what I was teaching, that were able to quit their jobs and spend some time with their families doing what I was teaching. I started getting feedback and testimonials of people holding checks of deals that they've done that had changed their lives. And so I thought, this is pretty amazing. And I started doing more of it. I started traveling more, started selling my courses. I only had one course on wholesaling lease options, and doing pretty well with it, and started getting invited back to come to events, and people started recommending me to go. So I started a podcast about the same time in 2011, and started at the time, this was 11 years ago. I remember thinking, oh man, I've missed the podcast wave. I've missed the podcast bus. Like there's nobody is going to care about podcasts anymore. Well, it's only gotten bigger and expanded. It's just amazing. So I've been doing this podcast 3 to 5 episodes a week for over 11 years. We've had over 10 million downloads, and I love doing it. And again, on the podcast, I get to teach. I get to kind of doing what I'm doing now, sharing with people things that are going on in my business, things that I'm doing that are working well today. And that's pretty much all we do, is we teach what we do. We do what we teach, and we show people what's working and what's not. And you can get paid very, very well doing that. So collectively, Tom and I have sold over $30 million of education, consulting, services, affiliate products, all that stuff over the last few years. And so Tom and I decided, hey, let's do a workshop in October in Florida, Orlando, Florida, to teach people kind of how we do. But we want to keep it small. So we're limiting it to about 20 or 30 people. And a lot of people that have signed up right now are bringing business partners. So we're really close to being full on this thing. And if you're interested, go to coachmarketingworkshop.com, coachmarketingworkshop.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, whatever, please type that in the comments, that link. Please type that URL in the comments so people can see it. coachmarketingworkshop.com. But we wanted to, on this Zoom here, give people kind of a primer, an introduction of what we're going to be doing at the 2-day workshop, because if you're interested, this might be a good fit for you. Now we're going to be selling it out. And so we're keeping it small intentionally. We're only, I think we can have 30 or 40 people in the room, and we're already well over half of that. Again, October 27, 28 in Orlando, Florida. And if you want more information, one more time, go to coachmarketingworkshop.com, coachmarketingworkshop.com. All right. So Tom, again, if you're just joining us, a lot of people, I see a bunch of people coming in and whatnot. Tom couldn't be here because of scheduling conflict. He's actually on a coaching call right now with a class that he started. He started this class about 6 weeks ago. It's in his business is called Coaching Inc. And the thing I like about Tom, let me brag on him a little bit, because this relates to what we're going to be teaching you here on this Zoom and also in the workshop. You don't have to have a big list. You don't have to have a big following. You don't have to have a podcast. You don't have to have funnels and tunnels, video sales letters, webinars, all of that stuff to get started in coaching and making a difference in people's lives. You don't have to have that. And Tom started a little class called Coaching Inc., where he's working with, I think, 13 people. He's 4 weeks into it, and he gives them really simple, actionable steps of things to do. And again, these guys don't have huge Instagram followings. They don't have YouTube channels, large ones. They don't have huge podcasts. They don't have big email lists. All that stuff helps. It makes it easier, but it's not required to get started. And he did a survey with everybody in his class. Again, he's got like 12 or 13 people. And all in the first 4 weeks, they have cash collected about $99,800, almost $100,000. So half of his students, I think he's got 12 or 13, 6 of them have taken massive action and have collected almost $100,000 in consulting and coaching fees. Now, some of that, that's cash collected. So a lot of times when you sell coaching or consulting, you can take payment plans, right? So a lot of that is, just half or a third of what they will be collecting over the next few months. But that's pretty amazing. Okay. And some people think, well, I want to I've been doing real estate, I've been doing Amazon, or I've been doing crypto, or I've been doing whatever something else is in your business where you're making money, and you have this desire to want to teach and coach and help other people do the same thing. The money's great, but you also you want to make an impact, and you want to make a difference in people's lives, and you want to be able to share the cool things that you're doing with other people. So you want to make a difference and an impact in people's lives. Well, you don't get overwhelmed with all of the stuff that you think you have to do, because you might be looking at me or Tom, or because we've got large email lists and followings, and we've got this fancy stuff in our background with my name on it and neon lights or whatever. You may think, I got to have all this stuff, or I need to have the t-shirt. By the way, this is my land investing course. I just got it yesterday or the day before. It's called Dirt Flipper. So you don't have to have this stuff. You don't have to have a course. You don't have to have free lead magnets. That stuff helps. But to get started in the coaching business, you don't have to have any of that. You just need to have something up here that works, that can help people. And then you need simple ways to just get out there and start spreading the word. So Tom has been doing that with that little group. And within a month, they have collected in cash. Half of the 12 students have collected almost $100,000. Just amazing. I love it. Cool. All right. So as I'm going through here, please type in your questions in the YouTubes, in Zoom, in Facebook, wherever you're watching this right now. Hopefully it's working. And I will do my best to answer any and all of your questions. In fact, right now I'm going to go into my YouTube channel to make sure it's streaming. It is. All right. Very cool. I'm not going to be able to see any. Oh, and it's calling it something else. In YouTube, it's calling it Joe's Inner Circle Coaching Calls. So this is not my Inner Circle Coaching Calls. I will adjust. I'll have to fix that later. Anyway, what a disaster. I have a marketing director, by the way, Sam, who is amazing at this stuff. And I thought I could handle it. So I just told him, I'll set the Zoom up. I'll do it. And I got it all wrong and I messed it all up. Let me look at one other place here to see if I messed that up or not. If you go to my Facebook page, Joe McCall. So it was called the correct thing in Facebook. Whatever. Okay. What I wanted to do is show you my mind map. And this is the mind map that I used. I did this similar workshop. John, if those dates don't work, I don't know. We probably will do the workshop again, but we're not recording this one. So you just have to stay tuned. All right. I wanted to share a few things with you. And this was I did a similar workshop in St. Louis last year for about 10 or 12 folks. And it was a small little workshop kind of showing some funnels and things that I'm doing that are working really well right now. And it was awesome. We did it at Top Golf. And this is the mind map that I use that I gave to everybody there. And so this will be similar to the mind map that I give to everybody at this coming workshop. So I want to share some things in here that are working for us that you can maybe start implementing and using yourself. All right. Now, what I'm going to talk about, let's do this. This is actually good right here. I'm going to be talking about a funnel that I've used many, many times over the last few years to sell high ticket coaching. And through what are called mini Facebook groups or through challenges, where this is now a simple funnel that you can kind of run ads to again, deliver high value, to help people in free ways by actually helping them. So whether they sign up for your coaching or not, they're not left with this nasty kind of like taste in their mouth of you trying to pitch them or sell them on stuff. Does that make sense? So this is, again, just part of what I'll be sharing in the workshop, but I want to just give you guys a taste of this and can take some of this that I'm sharing right now and actually implement it yourself into your business. Let me move this thing over here. Okay. So I have done this a lot where I have run a Facebook mini group or a challenge, 3 to 5 days. I've done, hold on here. I've done this in 1 day challenges, half day challenges. But it's been working really, really well for me. This is a Google Doc that I created to kind of how this whole thing is structured. And you know what? I was going to see if I could share this with you. Would you guys like this Google Doc? Would you mind if I shared it with you? It doesn't have to be 5 days. All right. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to share this in the Zoom. If you're in Zoom with me right now. And if I'm going to share this to the rest of you guys that are watching on Facebook and YouTube right now, I will put this link to this document in the Coach Marketing Workshop. Okay. How about that? So right now, if you go to coachmarketingworkshop.com, it takes you here. And when this is done, I'm going to go to the very bottom of this thing and put a link right here to this Google Doc. Would that be fair? Would you guys like that? I think this would be super helpful for you. This is where we're doing it at the Gaylord in Orlando, Florida. And this is what we're going to go to this page right now. But then after this workshop is over, if you go to the very bottom, I'll have a link to this Google Facebook and this Google document. All right. So what is this thing that you're looking at here? This is an outline for how to structure the entire challenge. And the purpose of this is to sell coaching at the end. But at the same time, you're delivering a ton of really good free value to people who come in to watch the Facebook mini group and the content you put in there. And then, hey, if they like what they've learned here and they want your help implementing it, you present a coaching offer and they can sign up for coaching. So this is really powerful because it does really well. It gets a lot of people, puts a lot of people out there, puts you in front of a lot of people who come and watch. They get great value. They get to know, like, and trust you. If they're interested in getting more coaching and help from you, they can apply to follow up. All right. So this is a Google Doc I put together that kind of is the structure for the entire event. I've done this at least a dozen times in the last couple of years. I've sold lots and lots of coaching from it. Okay. So I'm going to just walk through this Google Doc, and this is something you can actually take and implement yourself. And this is, again, just one of multiple different ways that we sell coaching and deliver high value promotions. That makes sense? I'm big on, and this is important. I wanted to talk about this a minute ago. This is important to understand when you are promoting anything, any kind of webinar, a promotion, trying to fill an event, sell tickets, sell books. When you're doing your content, you should give away your best stuff for free. And that sounds totally counterintuitive. And Tom was going to be talking about that in this Zoom call, but I think we're going to do another one on Friday. But very important to do that. And you'll see why here in a minute. All right. So anyway, this is a 3 to 5 day mini Facebook group challenge type of an outline. All right. Here's the schedule of things. The first part of this Google Doc is the schedule. So before the group actually even starts, you want to record a welcome video. Okay. And by the way, this is all run inside of a Facebook group. So in fact, I'll be doing one of these in a couple weeks, in 2 or 3 weeks. I'll be doing something like this, not to sell coaching, but to sell my land investing course. And so we're going to be creating a brand new Facebook group, and I'm going to be delivering a ton of value over 3 days, teaching how to do vacant land deals. And if you watch this, you're going to be shocked and surprised in how much I give away for free and how much I teach. And then at the end, I'm going to make it a special offer to anybody to sign up for my program and get some really cool bonuses and stuff like that. So this works well if you're selling anything, $1,000 to $10,000 pretty much, right? Okay. So before the Facebook group starts, you're going to record a welcome video, which just walks them through, hey, welcome to the group. You don't know it yet, but you made an amazing decision. The title of this training, this 3-day thing that I'm doing, is how to make a lot of money selling crypto, even if you have no experience doing it. Okay. This is who I am. This is how I discovered the solution. This is all in your welcome video. So I'm Joe McCall. I started wholesaling vacant land with my kids about 3-4 years ago, found out it's an amazing, awesome strategy. We've done a lot of deals since then with my 2 sons. Through deals that we've done together, we've grossed or netted over $150,000 in profits. And I love doing vacant land. We still do houses, but I like flipping land a lot better, and et cetera, et cetera. So not only have I been having success, but a lot of my students have been having success. And I can't guarantee your results, but I have a lot of students right now that are making very good money doing land as well. And here is a couple examples. So this is why I've decided to give you this 3 to 5 part video training on this. Explain it. Okay. Then you can do a VIP upgrade if you want. And a VIP upgrade is usually like to get access to the recordings, because this is a Facebook group that is only available for a week or 2 weeks. If they sign up for VIP, they get lifetime access to the recordings, and there's extra coaching calls that you can do for them. All right. So here's how the group is going to work. The training videos, I'm going to be going live every day in this Facebook group for 9 a.m., whatever. And this training for free is only going to be available in this Facebook group for a week, 9 days. Once it ends, everybody in this group will be removed and it'll all be closed down. There's going to be 3 to 5 training videos in total that are going to reveal my entire strategy for whatever this thing is, how to flip vacant land, how to make $10,000 in 10 hours a week, whatever. All right. So from the day the training begins, each video is going to be released once a day for 3 to 5 straight days. Each video will be released at 10 a.m. Eastern each day. All right. You can find all the videos in the announcements or the featured section of the Facebook group. Okay. You understand what I'm doing here? Any questions that you've got so far, type them in the chat. And this is still my welcome video. It says, hey, listen, I'm going to make an offer at the end of this training, but regardless of whether you qualify for that offer or not, I promise the training you're about to receive for free will be more valuable than the training that you have paid thousands of dollars for in the past. So between now, because this could be a week before the training actually starts, the group starts. So between now and the time of the first training video when it's released, I've created a couple more videos for you to watch, and these are going to be released daily. The first one is called whatever, and this is the proof video, and I have an outline for the proof video down below. The proof video is going to reveal 1, 2, 3, etc. The second video is called XYZ, and that's the promise video. And that's going to show you 1, 2, 3. So check the announcement sections now to see if those 2 videos are available. You're also going to see another post in the announcements called Important Details You Must Know. And this post is going to tell you all the details of when the training starts and when the group closes down, etc. So finally, guys, let's do me a favor. Comment below this video, introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, and tell us what some of your goals are. What are you hoping to get out of this challenge? Cool? All right, now the proof video, it's another video that you're going to do. And these, again, are videos, the welcome video, the proof video, and the promise video. These are 3 videos that you're going to put into the Facebook group. So when someone signs up for your free challenge, they're going to see these things there. Okay. So the proof video, talk about your deals, talk about clients' deals, screenshots, video testimonials, pictures of houses or deals that you've done things on, any diagrams or charts, quotes, facts, figures, build excitement for the next video, which is going to reveal your 5-step strategy for solving their biggest problems. Remind folks that the group is only going to be available for 9 days, and tell them to ask questions, comment down below. Make sense? All right. Now the promise video is a bonus video. It's usually we put it into the group the day before. And this is the main video that reveals briefly the 5 steps that you're going to be covering in each day's video. Promise that what you're going to reveal will solve their biggest problem, whatever that is. And by the way, this is important to understand. You need to understand what your customers' biggest problems are. If you're a coach that helps people buy and sell or manage BRRRR strategy or rental properties, long-term buy and hold rental properties, what are their biggest problems right now? One of the biggest problems that students are having right now is probably getting the financing in place, getting the loans, getting the money, affordable money from the bank to buy rental properties, right? So that's a big problem they have. If you have a solution to that, that should be the entire focus of this 3 to 5 day Facebook group challenge thing. I'm going to show you how to get more money than you can handle to buy as many deals as you want for your buy and hold long-term, retirement, whatever. Reveal why your solution is superior to others. Provide evidence if you have it. Talk about who can benefit most from this solution. And I forgot to talk about that. Who is this thing that I'm doing now on Zoom, this workshop I've got coming up with Tom at coachmarketingworkshop.com. Who is it for and who is it not for? This is for ethical people who want to do coaching and help people and make a lot of money doing it. Simple as that. So if you have this desire to be a coach, to train people how to do stuff that you are already doing successfully, I'm not talking about, all right, I did a couple deals or I made a little bit of money. I want to then now do coaching. No, I'm talking about like you need to have at least a few years under your belt of success doing what you're doing before you start selling coaching. Does that make sense? There is no magic formula, how many years, but like you need to have the calluses to prove that you know what you're talking about. Does that make sense? So this Zoom thing and this workshop is for those kinds of people. If you're looking to get into coaching to make get rich quick riches, if you've got a scammy product that sells, I don't know, stupid stuff, I could give you a bunch of examples, but I don't want to, then this isn't for you, right? This is for good, ethical people that love helping people and want to make a lot of money. By the way, I get this question a lot, and I want to share this with you because I think this might be helpful for some of you. A lot of people ask me, hey, do you still do deals? And the answer is yes. And then they ask, well, how many deals do you do? And a lot of beginning students or people who are critical of the people who sell coaching and information level this criticism against us that says, well, if you're making so much money doing whatever it is that you're teaching, why are you even teaching it? Those who can't do teach, which is the stupidest thing ever. Those who can't do teach. So why are you selling information? Why are you selling coaching? Why don't you just do the stuff that you're doing? So have any of you thought of that same thing? I think we all have. It's fair. It's a fair objection. Here's the real thing though. For me personally, I still do real estate deals. I think it's important that the coach still does what they're coaching people on to do, but I don't have to. Like I have done lots and lots of deals. I don't know. I don't count them. 100, 200, 300 deals. I don't know. I've coached students to do thousands of deals more. I have experience doing what I'm teaching and coaching how to do. So who's the best football coach you can think of? Bill Belichick, maybe Andy Reid. All right. How much football do those guys play right now? They don't play football, do they? No. In fact, who's that guy? Andy McVay or that McVay, Sean McVay for the LA Rams? I believe it's him. How much football did he play? I think he played football a little bit in college, never played in the NFL. He's a head coach and he's a good one. Didn't he lead the Rams to a Super Bowl Was it last year, the year before? A really bad example that I use all the time is Dr. Ruth, the sex doctor. What is she, like 130 years old now or something? I think she's still alive. She coaches people on how to have sex. How much sex is she having right now? Okay, gross. Sorry. Basketball coaches. Phil Jackson. Does he play basketball today? No. The greatest athletes that you can think of, they all have coaches. The greatest business minds, business people, they have coaches. So this myth that if you can't do any more than you teach, if you can't do, then you teach, so stupid. I am so grateful for the coaches that I've had in the past that have dared to teach what it was that they were doing that has helped them get success. Because, you look at Carlton Sheets back there, right? Back then in the day, Carlton Sheets, Robert Allen, the guys that were on, Dean Graciosi, the guys that were on TV doing all those infomercials, right? Whatever your opinion of them is, okay, put that to the side for a second and think about this. If those guys wouldn't have been willing to share what it is to their secrets to success or how to do deals, if it was all kept as a tight guarded industry secret where only the privileged few could get access to it, I wouldn't have been able to quit my job in 2009 doing real estate deals, right? So I bought a ton of courses from guys that learned how to do deals from the Carlton Sheets out there and the Dean Graciosis and the Robert Allens. I never bought their courses, but I bought courses and programs and coaching and workshops from people that did learn from them. And so there's this thing that goes on where anybody pretty much that is having success, whether it's network marketing, multi-level marketing, even, believe it or not, there are people that make a lot of money doing that. I know them personally. They're doing very, very well. They learned from coaches who taught them how to do what they're doing. Selling Amazon stores, crypto trading, internet marketing, real estate coaching, whatever, right? Like, there are people that taught people how to do what they do. And if it wasn't for those people that were teaching them how to do that stuff, they wouldn't have had any success, and they wouldn't have been teaching you or me how to do it and then have success. So the guys that I bought the courses from, that I learned how to do real estate deals from, I am super thankful and grateful for them. I am really glad that they were selling information for a fee to me. So these guru bashers, and there's a lot of guru bashers out there, are just bashing anybody that sells kind of information. Or there's some kind of arbitrary level that if you're selling information that's too expensive, you must be greedy. It must be illegal, immoral, and fattening if you're making that much money selling information and consulting. So I think there are the scumbags out there that are charging way too much, that don't fulfill or what they sell or promise too much, right? So that is, like, those guys are bad, but 99%, maybe 95% of the industry is really, really good. And that's kind of why I'm so passionate about this. I want to teach and help people, the good people. I want to eliminate the scum out there as much as possible and teach and coach and help people create coaching businesses that are good and that can help people and help them, like me, when I was in 2008, so 14 years ago, stuck in a miserable job in a cubicle that I did not like. I didn't hate it, but I was very blessed and fortunate to have the job that I did. I wanted out, right? And I wanted out. I wanted to be able to work from home. I wanted to spend more time with my family. I wanted to homeschool our kids. I wanted to go travel the world, and I couldn't do that stuff working in my job. So I thank God for the Carlton Sheets, who taught the Robert Allens, who taught the Ron LeGrands, who taught then the Chris Chicos and the other Steve Cook. Those are some of the guys that I originally bought courses from. And they taught those guys, who then created their own courses to teach how they do what they do. and it cost money. I invested the money. Some of it was not, some of the courses I bought were not good, but most of them were. And anyway, I invested my hard-earned cash, sometimes on credit card, sometimes in money and cash, whatever. And I was able to do what these guys taught. I was able to start making a lot more money doing real estate than I was in my job. And so I quit my job. So enough of the guru bashing. And then some people might say, well, why don't you just give it away for free? Why would you even dare to charge for it? Simple reason. People who pay attention. Almost every time I've given a book or a course or something away for free to a family or friend, they do nothing with it. And it's just a human tendency, right? You tend to value something that you pay for. Okay. So if I can teach somebody how to make $100,000 a year, $10,000 a month, okay, just doing 1 or 2 deals a month, $100,000 a year, do you think $10,000 is too much to charge for that? Some people may think it is. Some people, no, it's not enough. So if you've got a legitimate idea, business that can help people make 10x what you're charging, you have the obligation, you have the duty, you should be selling your information to them. And you should be charging a premium for it. All right. Because here's what's going to happen. If you don't charge enough money for your knowledge and your experience, you know, what's going on up here, if you're not charging enough money for that, you're going to get burnt out. And then you're going to stop teaching. You're not going to do it for free. And you're just going to quit, burn out. And no one else is going to then have the benefit of knowing or doing what you could have taught them how to do. Does that make sense? So you should be charging premium prices for this stuff. Now, some courses I sell for $10. Some stuff I sell for $1,000. Some stuff I sell for $25,000. Some stuff I sell for $50,000. I do one-on-one consulting for $50,000. Now, why on earth would you dare, McCall, to charge $50,000 for coaching? Are you insane? You greedy, selfish, capitalist pig. Okay, I get it. Listen, I don't know, because I know I can deliver 10 times the results. I know if somebody listens to what I do and tell them to do and models what I'm doing, they could easily make $500,000 within a year or less. That's why I charge $50,000 for one-on-one coaching. You come to my house and hang out for a day or two, right? $50,000, that's a lot of money. Well, okay, guess what? I just spent $150,000 joining somebody's mastermind so I could hang out with them. Why? Because I knew if I could hang out with them, I could 10x my return and I could be making $1.5 million with those connections and with that knowledge. So never sign up for coaching if you don't think you can get a 10x result from that, right? And this isn't some Grant Cardone thing either. Never charge coaching for somebody that you don't think they can get a 10x return on that. So if you're teaching somebody weight loss, well, you probably can't. I mean, maybe, I don't know how you put a price on that, right? But you can't charge $10,000 maybe for a program that teaches them how to count calories. But you can charge $10,000 for somebody that teaches how to do Airbnb so that you can make $10,000 a month in passive cash flow. Makes sense to me, doesn't it? All right. So a lot of people aren't charging enough. And some people are afraid to charge too much. And don't listen to the people that bash gurus. There are some people there are some bad apples out there. I'm not saying that, but just to throw everything out like that, it doesn't make any sense. So a lot of you listening to this right now, here in Zoom, in Facebook, on YouTube, you have something burning in you. Like, okay, man, I want to share this with other people. I want to teach people how to do this. It could be life coaching. It could be real estate coaching. It could be the financial markets and stock markets, foreign exchange currencies. It could be how to start a franchise, how to start a small business, how to start a marketing consulting service agency to sell marketing services to chiropractors, to realtors, or whatever. So you've been doing it yourself successfully. Now you want to coach and train and help other people to do the same. Make sense? All right. So I wanted to talk about that because it kind of sets the stage for everything that we're doing. So let me go back to this thing that I'm going to be sharing with you. And remember this Google Doc here. As soon as I'm done here on this Zoom, I am going to put a link to this Google Doc at the bottom of coachmarketingworkshop.com. Again, if you haven't already, please type in the comments in Facebook and YouTube where you're watching this, coachmarketingworkshop.com. And I'm going to put this link in the Zoom chat for those of you all on Zoom right now. You know what? It's not going to everybody. There you go. And okay, I need to do the Google Doc again to everybody in the Zoom chat. Sorry about that. Okay, so one of the biggest promotions, get context back to where we were talking about here. This is I've done this about 10 or 12 times in the last year or two, running these little challenges inside of a Facebook group to sell coaching. So I deliver high value, a lot of good free content, and then I give people an invitation at the end. If you want to learn more, if you want to work closer with me, etc., then this is how you can sign up or apply. All right. So anyway, this is a promise video. We're talking about the promise video. You're going to reveal your strategy, build excitement, remind people everything's in the announcement section of the Facebook group, remind people to comment below, ask for engagement. And it's a good idea if you can during this phase before you're getting started, going live in the Facebook group and just asking people, hey, what do you want to learn? It's all about excitement, anticipation. Engagement is really, really important. So in this Google Doc, I'm going to give you some screenshots as well of what some of this stuff looks like. This is a welcome post that we did. Hey, we're so glad you're here. You just signed up for a life-changing workshop. So this is what you need to do. Introduce yourself. Watch this welcome video. Look out for the second and third welcome videos. Sign up for VIP if you want. So this is a little bit about the group. We're going to show you in this workshop how to build a high profit virtual real estate investing business, even if you're brand new to investing and you don't have a lot of cash to get started. We're going to show you our exact strategy of what we do. We want you to be kind, keep it public. I'm not sure what that. So if you have questions, post them in the group. Don't try to send private messages to people. Here's this continuation of that welcome post. And then this is something, again, that you can use. Okay. No rules like no link posting, no hot topics. We reserve the right to remove people. We'll only have this training available for 8 to 10 days. And then once the training is over, the group's going to be closed down. We're going to remove it. There's going to be at least 5 training videos. We're going to post 1 video a day for 5 days, starting on a certain date. Everything I reveal and share has been designed to fast track your path to success. Videos will be released or will go live around this time. All the videos will be in the announcement section. And then the final part of this post is I will make an offer at the end. Whether you qualify for that offer or not, I promise the training you're about to receive for free will be worth more than the trainings you've paid thousands of dollars for in the past. And I meant that. The stuff that we gave in this free thing was amazing. A lot of really good stuff that people could actually take and implement and make money doing. So buckle up. This challenge is going to be an adventure of a lifetime. Now for the VIP upgrade, we offered VIP and we've done it for $47 or $97. And what does that include? Extra Q&A call after each class. They get access to the slides or the resources or the workbook or the mind map. I usually take it away on Tuesday night, halfway into the challenge. And this is a picture of the post that we used that said, hey, we're taking away VIP. Lifetime access, special Q&A call, and access to the mind map. And here is an example of the VIP upsell page. Okay, so after they sign up, it says, hey, great, thank you. Step 1, join the Facebook group. And then step 2, watch this video. And in this video, we talk about the VIP package. And in this example, we were selling it for $47. All right. So this Google Doc, again, has links to all this stuff. You're welcome. It's pretty nice, huh? So if they did sign up for VIP, they got to this page. And what it is like, okay, don't forget to join the group. And then we're doing extra coaching calls on Zoom. So register for those coaching calls right here. All right, now here's the strategy for the 5 daily content videos, the 3 to 5 day daily content videos. Make sure you've got your 5 simple steps planned in advance. This is the content for each day's video. Where are they now? Where do you want to take them? What's the destination? And what are the 5 simple steps to get them there? This is really important. Whenever you're teaching or training and creating content, where's your customer now? Where do they want to be? And what are the 3 to 5 steps they need to take to get there? That's your content. That's as simple as it gets. So on each video, tell them what you're going to share, why it's important, give them the training, recap what you told them, tell them what's coming in tomorrow's video, ask for engagement. And if you're doing VIP, remind them you're taking it down. Always talk about the results that you and your clients have been getting doing the things you're teaching. Give logic to each for why each step is the best step. Make sure you respond. You want this to be interactive. Make sure you respond to people. Be encouraging, motivating, inspiring. Okay. Content. Map it out here. This is an example of a mind map that I used for one of my challenges. I can't believe I'm giving this away for free. Are you serious? All right. And again, this is just an example of one of the campaigns that we are going to be sharing at the live workshop, October 27th and 28th in Orlando, Florida, coachmarketingworkshop.com. So this is an example of a 5-day challenge I did. I like doing things on mind maps. You can put them in Google Docs, but like outline everything. And so when I'm actually teaching the mind map, I'm going through this stuff. We did participation prizes here. We announced those each day. Here's some resources that we talked about that they can get. So VIP people get access to this mind map. And day 5 through content, day 1 through 5. So first day was introduction to lease options. Day 2 was how to find the sellers. Day 3, what to say to the sellers. Day 4, how to make the offers and how to sell your deals and get paid. So those are the 5 steps. Understand what a lease option is. Find sellers, talk to sellers, make offers, sell your deals. Those are the 5 steps. And so when I talk about how to find sellers, we dove deep into these things, gave them homework to do. Simple homework. Go out and scrape. Go look for 5 different properties on Zillow and send a text, a letter, slide dial, and submit your marketing scorecard to the Facebook group. Show us what you've done. Okay. Day 3, what to say to sellers. And in here, we're giving valuable content away for free in this stuff, right? So here's a script that I use when I'm talking to sellers. This is one of the things I give away in the free challenge. So even if people do not sign up for my program or coaching, whatever, they get some really good, valuable free stuff, right? Yes. Building goodwill. How to make offers. Oh, guess what? I'm going to give them an offer worksheet. They can download this and use it. Just fill out the blanks and you create your offers. Okay. And I even have a proposal that you can send to sellers in here. It's a cover letter, a page with like explaining what a lease option is, the summary of the benefits, and then 3 pages of frequently asked questions. Really valuable, and they get that stuff for free just by being in the challenge. All right, anyway. And then the thing that we offered on this challenge was a 6-month, special 6-month day. It doesn't make sense. Fast track implementation program. And this was kind of spelling out our coaching program that we were offering to them. And if they were VIP, this is where we gave them access to the VIP coaching calls. So one of the things as we're doing this challenge, as we're teaching it live for free to everybody, we're showing them this mind map. And we're showing them, hey, look, here you get access to all of these recorded coaching calls we did. But how do they get that link? Well, they need to have the mind map, which they get as part of a VIP. Not every time, but most every time when we did this, the VIP sales paid for the Facebook ads that we ran to this. And don't forget, they get lifetime access to the actual the challenge itself. So we put them in a Facebook group, but that Facebook group was only up for about 8 or 9 days. If they get VIP, they get access to this mind map, which also has links to all of the videos that we did. So this is day 1. Let's see if I had, so this is me walking through the mind map. And Gavin is in here somewhere also with me, I think. Maybe Gavin wasn't on this with me. Maybe he wasn't. I thought he was. Anyway. All right, cool. Back to this Google Doc. I also did 3 days of post content. So after the initial challenge, the content, I did some bonus stuff, just kind of answering questions, talking more about the program, etc. Okay, now, if you have a coaching offer, the whole purpose of this challenge is to give a lot of value, get people to know, like, and trust you, but also to make an offer for something, coaching or a course. And this is kind of the formula that I like to follow when I'm making my offer. Is this helpful to you guys? If you're watching me on Zoom, just type in, is this helpful for you or not? If you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, let me know. Thumbs up. All right, so day 3, halfway through, I'm going to tease the coaching offer the last 15 minutes of the content. And it's kind of like, I'm thinking about doing this. Who would be interested? Comment down below. I'm interested. Now, here's the honest truth. If I don't get enough interested, then I'm probably done something wrong, and I'm probably not going to even offer this coaching thing. I want to know, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. I want to gauge the interest. If I can give you this and this and this and this, forget about the cost, forget about how much it costs. Would you be interested in something like this? Okay. Let me hold on one second, guys. Let me look at my calendar here. Okay. Would you be interested in something like this? And there's a very specific reason why I'm doing this. One, I want to make sure there is actually people interested in doing this. But number 2, tomorrow, I'm going to tell everybody, all right, look, there's been 100 people that have said they're interested in this. I am only offering spots for 20. And that's true. It's legit. It's not false scarcity. It's real. That's why, a couple of reasons why you're doing that. So day 4 of day 5, this is when I do my main pitch for whatever it is. And it's the first 15 minutes of the content. Hey guys, we got an amazing response. 200 people said they were interested. So I've decided I'm going to go ahead and do it, but I can only take 10 people, 20 people, whatever it is. It needs to be real, not false. So if you're interested, this is what I have. This is what it'll do for you. And here's what you need to do next. You've been planting the seeds. You make the offer. You show them 100, 200 people said they were interested, but I'm only taking 20 people. And I'm only taking 20 because it takes up a lot of my time and I can't take a bunch of people. I don't want to be on the phone for 20 hours a day. Okay. Yeah, super simple. Now, the way I did coaching at this point for this challenge is I sent them to an application page, and here's a link to the application page. It's a simple Google Doc. Hey, what's your name, email, phone number? What about the program interests you the most? Why would you be a good fit? Is it okay to text you? That's it. Now, I set this up, and this is important. People think when they do coaching, they have to like be on the phone all day selling, or they need to have a huge sales force. They need to hire a sales guy on the phone. I didn't want to do any of that. I didn't want to be on the phone selling this program. I just wanted to be able to text them some information, and if they were interested, text them some info and then sign them up if they're interested. So they fill out that Google form. If they were interested, I started texting them some questions. All right. And this is some of the stuff that I texted them. It says, hey, thanks so much for showing interest in our new program name, whatever it is that you might expect. I've got a lot of people that want to come on board. So I'm not going to beat around the bush. Let me ask you a couple questions. Number one, do you have at least a couple hours a day to invest in this? Okay. And then number two, why do you think it'd be a better fit than somebody else? I'm sending this to, 50 to 100 people that have fill out this application. Because again, I don't want to be on the phone. I don't want my calendar filled with booked calls. I'm going to text them some questions. And at the time I was using for this, there's a software called Close. Now it's expensive, but this software called close.com allows you to text and email people inside of the platform. So while you're doing these conversations, you could use WhatsApp, you could use FreedomSoft, you could use Vumber, any platform that allows you to send and receive text messages, you could do this. It doesn't have to be Close. Close is like a CRM database. It's very premium, but whatever. You could do this just as easily in FreedomSoft. Okay. Hey, thanks so much for showing interest. There's different texts that you can just take from this. If they respond back with some good responses, great. Sounds like you could be the kind of person I can work with and help. So I put together a Google Doc that explains the program and the investment. Go check it out. And I'll also email this Google Doc to you. And if you can't open that link, let me know. I can only handle 20 people and it's going to fill up this weekend. So this is the Google Doc that I sent to people who are interested in my coaching program. It's just, again, putting it in writing so they see and know what it is. This explains it. This is programs for you, what you're going to get, what it'll do for you. Now, this is not my coaching program anymore. So if you're reading this thinking, whoa, like we made this guarantee. If they don't make 15 grand in 6 months, we'll give them a refund. Now, you can bet we had very, very clear expectations of how much money they had to spend on marketing, how many offers they had to make, how many sellers they had to talk to. And we felt very confident if they did that, they would make at least 15 grand in 180 days. So one of the things, though, we stopped offering that guarantee, not because we were getting too many people requesting the refund. We were just getting too many people that only signed up because of that guarantee. Anyway, so this is what we were doing at the time. Our coaching program is much different now. All right. The whole point of this is to send them a Google Doc that explains what this coaching program is, so I'm not spending a half hour with everybody on the phone. So I tell them how much the program costs only after I qualify them to see if they're a good fit. If they're ready to sign up, I send them a link. If they're not, when do you think you can sign up? I totally understand it's not a fit, but if this is too much, maybe I'll offer a payment plan. But if they are not a good fit, I've always send them I send them some free stuff. Hey, no worries. Here's to your success, and I hope our paths cross again on another exciting opportunity. Between here and there, I just want to thank you on two fronts. One, thank you for being on my list. I really appreciate it. And I hope you get a lot out of my stuff. Two, thanks for showing an interest. I wish you nothing but the best of health, happiness, and success in your life. Take care. God bless. And here's a free bonus book for you that I wrote. It's a little gift. If you're interested, Recession-Proof Real Estate Investing. It's a link to the thing. I also tell them, hey, I wish you the best. Don't forget, I have a ton of free training on my YouTube channel, on my podcast, and I give them links to those things. Cool. Here's a sample follow-up texts. If they're not responding, hey, we're really close to filling this thing up. I need to know ASAP if you're in or out. Here's a Google Doc that explains it, everything. Let me know. Second follow-up text. I'm assuming since I've not heard from you, you're not interested. Totally cool. I understand. I'm going to close your application out. We still do have at least one spot left. If I hear from you before the end of the day, we might be able to get you in. Look at this Google Doc if you want more information. Follow-up's the key. Never sell. Always qualify. That's so important. I'm going to highlight that. Never sell. I'm always just qualifying them. And that's true. I deal with fair objections, but I don't get into lengthy discussions. I update their status and close. Okay. Back here to this thing. Here's the coaching VSL page. I guess we had a page with a video on it explaining what the program was. Again, don't look at my offer and think, because this, we offered to pay them finder's fee for their deals. And it didn't work that well. And the reason why, this sounds kind of weird, we were attracting the wrong people. We offered a 2-day class in St. Louis, private Voxer coaching with me, weekly group calls. We gave them a bunch of leads. We gave them some software. Yeah, we gave them some results guarantees. Anyway, all right. Here's the sales pitch for the coaching. It can be a video or slides. I used mind maps. And you can say things like this. These are some things you're going to say in your sales pitch. Hey, I put this entire group together because I'm looking to work with 20 people who are interested in achieving this result. You've got 750 people in the group. 150 say that they were interested, but we only have 20 spots available. So you need to give logical, believable reasons that are real for why you want to work with folks like this. Explain why you can only work with a small number of people. So I am committed to ensuring the success of everyone who becomes a member, and I have learned that the secret to getting amazing success is not just based on the training, but it is who I let into the group. So in order for you to qualify, there's 3 steps you must take. Number 1, fill out the form. I'm going to text you a few questions to see if you qualify. It's important that you respond immediately. If you do qualify, I'm going to send you a Google Doc, which explains the program, the investment, and how to sign up. If you get to that stage, don't delay. I expect demand for this to be huge. I can only take a certain number of people in. So if you delay, we'll give your spot to the next person in line. And remember, we're closing this group in a certain number of days, and this offer will be gone. There's a really important thing you need to write down. It is urgency and scarcity. Anytime you make an offer, you need to have real urgency and scarcity. And that could come in a lot of different ways. Could come in terms of we're shutting this program down on this day. We're only taking 20 people. Simple as that. But it needs to be real and legit. Bonus day. Read through that if you want. Final days, closing the group, more testimonials. If you're interested, apply now. Mention the deadline. Recap your offer. At the very end, when it's done, remove all the content from the Facebook group. Keep the group open, but kick everybody out. No, you can keep the group open, actually. And the reason why we did this is because the next time we did this challenge, we wanted to be able to let the people that were in it before already be in it when the next one happens. You can do something. You can do this campaign every 30 days. Cool. I have some email templates in here. What? I'm giving you email templates to promote the challenge. Wow, I got 24 pages of email templates in here. Mail your list twice a day. Shorter emails are the best. Okay. I'm going to give you this Google Doc. Are you interested? If you are, I'm going to be giving a link. If you go to coachmarketingworkshop.com, coachmarketingworkshop.com, at the bottom of this page, I'll have a link to this Google Doc. As soon as we're done here, I'll have my team put that on here. I'll put a link there. And I'm doing this for a couple of reasons. Number one, to help you see if you can come to this workshop, because I got a lot of other stuff to give to you. This is one of the mind maps I'll be sharing you from. And I have a lot of different challenges, promotions. That was just one of my high ticket coaching funnels. I have other funnels that I'm going to be sharing, different lead magnets, webinar funnels that I have. And I'm going to be giving you a bunch of stuff here in this course. And there's also a ton of offers, swipe files, how we run different things, and resources in here. We're going to be giving you all of the companies where we recommend to get copywriting done, ad agencies, get YouTube ads, merchant accounts, different technology. And we have a lot of share funnels in ClickFunnels. So we have all of the stuff that we've built out that we put into ClickFunnels that we can share with you and your team. Okay, so why am I giving you this free Google Doc? Number one, to get you to coachmarketingworkshop.com, to maybe you can come to our workshop October 27 and 28. But also I want to demonstrate how you can help people by actually helping them. Doing a little webinar like this on Zoom, giving you some really valuable information so that whether we work together or not, whether you come to this workshop in Orlando or not, whether we decide to work, you will walk away from this thinking that was time well spent. Joe's a good guy. Joe is swell. Tom's a good guy, even though he's not here. And these are, that's why we do this. So you can take what we're doing here and model it. So if you want to sell your own coaching program, do something similar to this. Create valuable free content with an offer at the end. Our offer on this, come to our workshop October 27 and 28 in Orlando, Florida. It's going to be awesome. Okay. So again, guys, coachmarketingworkshop.com, coachmarketingworkshop.com. At the bottom of that page, I'll put a link to this Google Doc that I just shared with you, which is just one of the many funnels and stuff that I'll be sharing with you at this workshop as well. I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you. We'll see you. Bye-bye.